We got some breaking news out the NBA, so let's get straight into it. Starting with the fact that James Harden just re-signed. Klay Thompson is going to the Miami Heat, and DeMar DeRozan is going to the Denver Nuggets. The Unks strike back. With Russ retiring, they had to show, we still here. But nah, in all seriousness, like I said, Peyton Watson to me always felt like the last domino to fall. Once he signed, everything else was going to fall into place. Which we see in the James Harden news, and I'm not going to go that much into it. He's only re-signing, but he did take a discount to help bring in Peyton Watson, so that shows how much he wants to win. Well, I mean, he has a long track record, but we'll see if this is the move that actually puts James Harden on top for once. Anyway, the next breaking news was Klay Thompson being bought out, and the Heat have been very interested in Klay this whole offseason. They almost felt like he was theirs to lose. And even though the Mavericks really wanted to trade him, everybody knew nobody was going to trade for him, especially because he was a likely buyout candidate. For the Heat, they get some much-needed three-point shooting. They get a quality veteran, but that's about it. The efficiency has been down these last couple years on the Mavericks. I think he shot 42% from the field and 38.5% from three. Unfortunately, due to all the injuries, he's no longer the lockdown defender he once was. But he also doesn't need to be. Same with the Tim Hardaway Jr. signing. They just need some shooters and some buckets. Because with Giannis, Bam, Wiggins, and Davion Mitchell, you don't really need that much defense around you. Those four are all in their own right top-tier defenders. But this is reminiscent of Ray Allen signing with the Heat. I think that's really what they're hoping for. Next, we got DeMar DeRozan. This was honestly not that much of a surprise. The second Peyton Watson went elsewhere. Even in my own video, I mentioned the fact that DeMar DeRozan was a player the Nuggets were going to heavily target now that they lost out on Peyton Watson. And I'm not too sure how much he really helps them. Like on the offensive end, he's still great. While his stats are definitely inflated from playing on a Sacramento Kings team that sucks, he can still go get it to a bucket. The problem lies in the fact that he's older, he's less athletic, he really relies on the mid-range and not a great three-point shooter, especially in the catch and shoot, and his defense. Especially when you consider the Nuggets need 3-and-D guys, Peyton Watson is a huge blow, and I'm not sure DeMar DeRozan is really the guy you wanted replacing him. But given their massive cap constraints, it's also not a bad signing. Finally, I think the last person who's still holding out will be Jonathan Kuminga going to the Lakers. I'm expecting news on that pretty soon, and once that happens, I can finally give my Lakers free agency grades. Anyway, thanks for watching.